Hi there, I'm Michelle the Painter. Today, I'm on camera with my husband, Torran. We're going to be answering a whole bunch of questions that you guys have been asking us recently. So I put out a call a couple months ago for you guys to ask anything that you wanted, and we'd try and answer as many questions as we could. And the amount of questions was quite a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah. So we got to some of them a little while ago. We went to Epcot and at the Arts Festival at Epcot, and we got through some of the questions.
Just a handful.
Yeah, but there's so many more that we thought would be fun to see if we could tackle them. And, you know, you guys asked, so you must be interested in learning. So. And
we just had an art retreat here down in Key West here a few weeks ago, and a lot of the people kept asking the same questions over and over and over again. So before we get to actual specific questions that people specifically asked, there was just some
general arcing questions.
There were some general arcing questions that people really kept asking us. We figured, why don't we just answer those first, okay?
Excellent.
So first and foremost, where do you guys live?
So we actually have two houses. We own a house in Key West, Florida, for these, you know, for those super cold winters that we do not want to be part of at our other house, which is in Windsor, Massachusetts. It's a little teeny tiny town in Berkshire County, and it's super snowy and super windy and super cold in the wintertime.
And it's super high up in the mountains, so it's even worse.
Too.
It's pretty bad. So the winters are brutal. There were times where we didn't leave our house for months. Yeah. It was that bad. So we figured, why don't we get a house in Florida so we can actually enjoy nature and going outside and doing all those fun things. Yeah. So that's that.
There you go.
Okay, so we're down here. We're snowbirds.
What's the next question?
The next one is, a lot of people asked us, how long have you two been together and where did you meet?
It'll be
19 years.
April 1st is our anniversary. So 19 years we've been together. And I was actually friends with his mom before. That's how I met him. So I was friends with his mom, and then he showed up and I was like...
All right. So a specific question that somebody wanted to ask here was, hi, Michelle, there have been a few tutorials where we've heard your dogs barking in the background. Why haven't we seen any of the paintings of them, and what are their names?
Okay, so this one right here is Cheddar. He's going to say hi to puppies. Oh, and this one's Chicken. Oh. And we have one other one, but he's how old is he?
He's 15. He's a little camera shy. He's inside right now. Deborah Leonard asked, aside from painting, what do you do for fun?
Okay, well, these days, are they going to laugh at me when I say this?
I don't know what you're going to say.
Okay, well, we do take a lot of bike rides,
yes,
a lot of walks.
A lot of walks.
So we like to do that, but I also have been playing with Legos lately.
And chess.
And chess, yes.
Yes.
Legos and chess.
Playing a lot of chess. I want to play a game of chess. You want to play a game of chess?
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Okay. So we're going to play a game of chess right now. First, right here. Okay, so green. So you're going to go first. Okay, so here we go. Little quick chess. Back on camera.
All right. So a lot of people asked, can you show us your studio? Sure.
Sure. Okay, it's right in there.
In there. There's the studio.
All right, let's go for a bike ride.
Let's do it. Don't know how I'm going to be doing this biking. I don't think I should be doing this biking.
Whoa.
All right.
This is good. I can see you.
Yeah, I can see. Okay. I think this works. Okay, so Mandy Jenkins asks, what is the best and worst thing about being a YouTuber?
Okay. So I can tell you the worst thing about being a YouTuber is people feeling very open about picking on you for anything.
Trollers and stuff like that?
Well, I guess you could call it trollers,
yeah.
But just people have the anonymous attitude that they can pick on you because, you know, your hair doesn't look good that day. Or I just think it's very immature, and I think that's probably the worst thing. I can handle it, but a lot of people on camera have a tough time handling that. So
it is, and I remember when we first started out, and you were doing your paint and sip videos and you were sipping on wine, oh my goodness, the amount of people.
That's an understandable.
Sure. I mean, the things that they were calling and saying, it was pretty obnoxious. And then you switched to coffee and tea.
Somebody picked on coffee one time.
People were picking on coffee and tea, right?
But that's okay. You know, nice view, huh?
That is a nice view.
But I think it's just the silly things like, oh, you look tired today.
Right.
You know, silly stuff like that. So that's probably the worst thing, which I can handle. But
yeah, I mean, that is.
There's a lot of great things.
There is. I mean, that is a worst thing.
Yeah. And so I would say the best thing for me is legitimately the number of people I can reach with the thing that I love to do.
Yep.
It's like I had no scope of knowledge as to what this thing could grow into. And as soon as we started seeing people, you know, our audience growing, it was amazing that you're touching people all over the world. So to me, that's the best part. What about you?
No, I absolutely agree with you 100% because you had your paint and sip business and you were locally reaching, thousands of people. But as soon as you went online, I couldn't believe how we were getting responses from people all over the world.
Yeah, it's just sharing this.
Oh, it's awesome.
Introducing this joyful thing to, so many people across the world. It's just, that's the best thing.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to ask you another question, but my arm is on fire. Okay. I can't hold this selfie stick any longer. I need to stop.
Okay, let's stop.
Okay. So, I should have had
Make sure your horizon line stays straight.
Oh, there you go.
For photo composition.
Photo composition. How's that?
Because if we do this, it looks like we're on a ship or something.
Oh, yeah. We don't want our viewers to get sick watching this.
Stay like that.
All right, I'm trying. Here we go. So, Patricia Powers asks, why do you always wear black when you paint? Do you wear colors when off camera?
So black is my favorite apparel color to wear, but I wasn't wearing it in the beginning of my tutorials, and a couple of things. One, we found people were making comments that my clothing was distracting.
Yes.
But two, it also helped when I started wearing black with a black background, the focus was more on the painting. So it's just a video thing that just made it more visually easy to see the painting. So that was my choice.
And to answer the second part of that, do you wear colors off camera? Yeah, see, there you go.
And white, and I do have a black sweater just in case I get cold.
Hi. All right, I gave my arm a rest. Now I'm ready for another question. Okay. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right. So Diana Ayers asks, I'm thinking about entering one of your monthly art contests, but I don't know if I am ready yet. My question is, how do you know when you are ready to take that next step?
It's just a feeling. I mean, it's different for everybody. You just have to have enough confidence in your work that you're okay with judgment upon it, especially in the contest. Or even when you're going to, try and get into your local gallery or something, you have to believe in your work in order to kind of lessen the flow if it doesn't go the way that you want it to. So it's just a feeling of confidence, I think. So that's what that would be my answer to that one.
Awesome. All right. Richard Jordan asks, what advice would you give someone who wants to start a YouTube channel or a Patreon page?
Okay, best advice I'm going to give for that is you have to be 100% invested in wanting to make it into a business.
Treat it like a business.
If you want it just as a hobby and just sharing videos with your friends, that's great. But if you actually want to make a living doing it, it's a business. It's not just being art and showing people. You have administrative work to do. You have bookkeeping to do. You have, trash duty. You have like so many other things, customer service.
Yep.
There's 100 other things that go along with it, and it is a really time-consuming venture because you have to treat it like a business. You want to make money at it. There's very few people who can hop on YouTube and Patreon and just, without much effort, make money. That's like, you know, a little needle in a haystack to find that gem of a person.
Correct.
But the normal person, as I feel I am, and Torran, we really had to make it into a business and work our butts off.
Well, we started off grassroots. I mean, that was it. I mean, our video, right.
Yeah, we didn't have any advertising dollars or anything like that. Well, we went to
That's it.
So that's it. You just got to be willing to work really hard and be dedicated to it.
And don't give up.
Even when you're not making money in the beginning.
Exactly. Because you can't anticipate to make money at the beginning. You can't anticipate to throw out a video and it's going to go viral and explode.
Right.
But you have to consistently work at it and don't give up and stay positive.
Yep.
That's that.
That's it. Work hard.
Work hard. Oh boy. Okay, my shoulder is on fire.
Let's go back to more questions. But this time we stop to eat.
Take a little break from biking for a minute here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so Jennifer Arabia.
All right. Again, Pepper.
She asked, as much as you love painting, do you ever just want to view the world again as you once did instead of always imagining it on a canvas?
I'm going to say no. I think that I just love looking at life with this painterly lens. Like, I love just examining a tree or the colors of the beach sand or the ocean line. I think it just gives me, I don't know. I love looking at it this way. And I don't think I'd ever not want to see life this bold and exciting. So, no.
Short answer, nope.
No, I
not at
like
all.
looking at it this way.
She's an artist.
Yep.
View the world as art.
Yep.
Simple as that.
Yep.
Bingo. So
That's a cool question.
it is great. And then she asked a follow-up one here.
What's that?
She asked, this is going to be interesting. I'm curious as to how you're going to answer this.
Okay.
Are you proud of yourself in your own work?
I'm very proud of myself. I'm very proud of, I'm proud of this guy here too.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of the way that we have fought through challenges in our lives. And you're cutting off my face. There you go.
Sorry about that.
Fought through challenges in our lives and created a life that is with joy and excitement and happiness. So yeah, I'm uber proud because we've both gone through such difficult, as most people do. You just go through very difficult moments in your life.
I mean, we worked together. We made the decision a few years ago. I quit practicing law, and you chose not to reopen after COVID your paint and sip business. And we decided we're going to give this channel, we're going to work at it full time. And it was that decision right there that basically changed our life, because I could have gone back to practicing law, you could have gone back to doing that, and we could have just dabbled in this.
We had a good life before
Sure,
that,
of course we did, but this it pales in comparison to what we're doing now and how much fun we're having. And
we worked for many years grinding through businesses and trying to make our way to this, what we have now. And when we made that decision, it was a very tough decision to make, and we're proud that we worked through discussions and experiences and our life, our life,
and made the right choices in regards to our business, the channel, and to make sure that it grew. And that, because it wasn't at first. Yeah, it really wasn't. So
I'm proud of myself and proud of him and for making this into what it is today.
All right. Well, so
thanks for the question.
Give me some.
All right, we're back again
on the side street.
Yep.
All right. So Terry Seymour asks, can you take us through the whole creative process from start to finish, from creating the idea to putting it on camera?
Putting it on camera. Okay, well, that's a big question.
Yeah, it is a big question.
Maybe I can condense it a little bit.
Yes.
So to start, to create the concept, I do have an educational video that's called From Concept to Creation that could help you start to see my process from
coming up with an idea to getting it on canvas itself, which is the biggest part, is making sure I document my initial seed or my initial idea, be it in a journal, be it in a sketchbook, be it a photograph, something to make sure that idea stays alive, because you're not always going to be able to get to the canvas right quick when you get that idea. So document your idea. Then I go through a kind of a preliminary painting stage where I test it out on canvas to see, to work out any compositional or color, things that I might have that need to be worked out. And also, while I'm doing that process, I'm considering the steps to the painting, the length of time it's going to take me to do it. So on camera, if I want it to be under a certain number of hours, I have to actually paint it and cross that off by myself, no camera. So I have to consider those factors when I'm doing my practice painting. And then when I get on camera, I'm in essence looking at my sample painting, which is off camera, and I just repeat the steps that I did during my initial exercise for it. And that's how I did it.
Nice.
I guess we're doing more questions walking now?
Yes.
That's what we're doing? Okay.
Okay. So Denise Fielden asks, how many employees do you have and what do they do?
So we don't have any employees, it's just him and I.
Just the two of us.
And we do everything. So trash, bookkeeping, camera guy, artists,
video
customer
editing.
service, video editing.
Yeah, and sometimes you actually have to you to keep professional decorum, you refer to me as the admin.
I do.
You can't refer to me as your husband. Say, oh, reach out to my husband.
The admin.
I'm the admin. And even sometimes I have to refer to myself
as the admin?
In the third person. Like if you reach out to me here at contact@michellethepainter.com, and I got to check on something, I'll say, oh, gee, let me check with the admin, which basically means I got to check with myself.
Yeah.
I got to go look at stuff, and look at exactly
is
what it is. So,
yeah, so it's just us.
It's just us.
We work really, really hard, and we just enjoy each
Well, we got a
company,
system in place, and we know what our duties are.
We're very anal. Is that a good word?
Sure.
Organized. We're super
organized is better than anal.
I know. We're super organized. So there's your answer.
There it is. Just us.
Another question?
Another question.
Okay, what you got?
Are you hungry?
I'm always hungry.
Then let's eat.
All right, we're going to eat now. All right. So I guess we're going to do another question.
While we wait for lunch.
While we wait for our food.
Amber Paxton. I seem to be stuck on doing other artists' tutorials. How do you know when it's time to try your own art originals?
Okay. So one of the best suggestions that I can give you guys who feel like you're super comfortable following somebody's artwork and their tutorial and you're in that comfort zone, the best way I think for you to get out of that and to start making your own art is to start to take one element of that tutorial and make it your own. So change the color palette, and that's all you change on that one. Or change, it's a little boy, so you change it into an adult male. So just taking one element and changing it, but following the tutorial for the rest of it. And if you just take it like kind of one step at a time, you'll eventually look at a tutorial, look at a piece of art.
That's us right here.
And then you'll be able to kind of create your own concept.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Looks delicious, thanks.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yum. Yum, shake.
Yeah, shake. Let me get you a straw. We'll answer another question in a minute.
Oh, I don't need a straw.
You don't need a straw?
No, I don't need a straw for that.
Right,
I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. Want another question?
Uh-huh.
What was that?
A chip.
Oh, no.
You probably shouldn't do that while you're reading. That's why I was doing it while you were reading. Manners. Mom taught me. Okay. Don't show the food in your mouth. You're good. Take a sip of your Sorry, I'm not mom at all.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. Peg Craft. Simple question. Is it possible to follow along with your tutorials using watercolor paint?
Sure. But watercolor is,
Thank you.
in some aspects, if you're doing true watercolor, it's kind of like you have to leave open your light spaces or your lighter spaces. So you can follow along, but you have to be mindful of keeping open or unpainted the lighter areas. So that's my answer to that. Or you could just use watercolor like I do. I use like acrylic paint. I use it super thick because I can't break free from my acrylic paint thought process. But you know, that's how you do it.
Yeah, I can't look at this any longer.
Okay, we're gonna eat now.
Okay.
Talk to you in a minute.
The lunch was good. Ready for another question?
Yeah.
Okay. I just had it here. Hold on. It's okay. Okay, so Leanne Andrade asks, as a professional, do you ever get tired and unmotivated to do painting? And then if so, how do you handle it?
Yep. So I think the hardest part is having to stay on a schedule. So typically before I was doing this as a business and I was just creating art, I got to do it on my own time whenever I wanted, and I felt the desire to do it. But now because it's a business, I have to be on a schedule and I have to create even in those moments where I'm not really feeling it. So for me as a business owner, I have to push through. I have to find ways to motivate myself with, you know, creativity, music, my husband, like there's just different tactics and things that I have to go through when I'm not feeling it, but I gotta do it, you know. And I think those of you who are artists, because you enjoy the process and it's not a business, you know, create when you're feeling like you want to create, not just because you're really happy. That's it.
That's a good way to put it.
Yes.
Nice.
All right. What are we doing now?
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is a surprise, right?
All right, hold on. So, Amy Renfo.
Yeah. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy. She asked you a couple questions here.
Okay. I'm a little distracted right now.
You want to show people what you're doing first?
Yeah. There you go.
Right.
You got it? Oh,
there
yeah,
you go.
there you go. So, it's a little fish pedicure.
Yes.
But,
They're eating.
oh, thank you.
Back to Amy.
It's tickling a little. Okay. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
You're getting tickled.
Oh, we got a Rochelle chocolate. This is your favorite.
Yeah. It is one of my favorite. Maybe it was this. All
Okay.
right, what's the question?
Well, I just had it.
Oh, you're stalling? What you doing?
No, hold on. I gotta pull it up here.
It's gonna find it. I'll see you sip of water while you're waiting. Well, while we're getting it all together here.
Okay, Amy Renfo.
Yep.
Here we go. If you weren't an artist, what would you be doing? Do you collect any art pieces from other artists? What's your dream project to work on?
Okay.
Want me to start one at a time? Okay. If you weren't an artist, what would you be doing?
I was accounting. So that was what was easy and paid bills. So that's probably what I would be doing if I wasn't an artist.
You think so? You think you'd still be doing that?
Probably.
If you weren't?
I mean, I don't know. I might have tried to do something else artistically, like we owned a restaurant. You know, I might be going down that line, but the easiest would be to fall back on the career that made a decent living.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you collect any art pieces from other artists?
From him.
So, you know, it's so funny. I was just going to say that. And you know,
that's my biggest collection is what him and I do together.
And you know what? I'm going to put some of these pictures up here.
Yeah.
Up here in this corner or in this corner up here. Not actually in the wall. I'm pointing to something as I'm going to put up as clip art.
Oh, sure.
You thought I was going to...
I
saw you looking around thinking that's what... No.
So, you're doing the video editing.
Doing the video editing. Like I want like this... Like the magic. I'm gonna pop up some of our artwork. Amy had another one here.
Okay.
What is your dream project to work on? This is so distracting. I'm trying. I have really ticklish feet,
yeah,
and I'm trying to remain calm.
I open your toes, but they go in between your toes.
Oh, they go in between your. Oh, I don't know if I want them to do that.
So, what would my dream project be? I really love working big scale, like large scale. So I've done lots of murals in the past, and I think my dream project would just to be left in a huge room with, I would say like a 20-foot by 10-foot canvas to just paint for 6 months. Like like they got to do in the old days.
Yeah.
They just sat on these big, enormous canvases and just painted. And that would be my dream project.
Okay, so back to the fish eating. Hold on, here we go.
Look at all the fish on my feet. They're eating the stuff on my feet.
Yeah.
They're eating between my toes.
Why are my fish way bigger than yours?
I don't know. You got ones that we could have dinner. We could fillet for ours.
Nom, 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 nom.
All right, we're back.
Yeah, so that was interesting.
Pedicure.
The fish pedicure. How do your feet feel?
No different.
No, neither do mine either.
You got another question?
Yes, I do have a question here.
You want me to hold that? Yeah. Or you got it all in control?
I got it.
You do multitask.
All right, here we go. Let's go this way over here towards Mallory Square.
All right.
Okay. I did have it.
He's going to get it any second now.
Watch out for palm fronds. You didn't forewarn about the palm fronds. Okay. Okay. You know what? Actually, I'm going to need a second to find this.
Okay.
Okay. I found it.
Take a minute.
So, Terry Insco asks, as a beginner in painting, what is the most important advice you could give me or that you wish you had received as a beginner?
Give yourself grace. Like, it's so hard to get a fluid medium to create an illusion on a canvas in a way that you want to right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a huge learning curve. So I think in the beginning, you know, some people are naturally gifted with it, but that's very few. So if you're not, you know, coming out of the gate painting like masterpieces, just give yourself grace, give yourself patience, and just try to enjoy the process, because that's probably why you started painting in the first place.
Love that advice.
That's my best advice.
Great advice.
Thanks.
Okay. Autumn Scudder asks, since your job is making acrylic painting tutorials, do you tend to avoid making additional art in your free time?
I wouldn't say I avoid it, but I do tend to, if I want to create art outside of the tutorials that I'm creating, I like to explore other mediums and other type of art making ways. So like today we're going to go and do a little pottery.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to do these art experiences that just explore different techniques or different mediums, different substrates, different, you know, ways of just making art. So that's the answer to
and
that
she
one.
also had a follow-up question. She asks, do you doodle just for funsies?
Sometimes. I mean, that's part of my logging or documenting ideas, right? So if I'm just, you know, have a piece of paper in front of me, I might do a little doodle, and that might end up being the seed for a painting later on.
Yeah,
so,
I love doodling.
Yeah.
It's so cathartic. It's so therapeutic.
Like
it's just sitting there
at the doctor's office. You know, just I like to make mazes, so I'll just like sit and make a little maze, or you know, stuff like that. Would probably won't be a paint. I did do a painting of a maze one time, but anyways, so that's my doodling. I like line work and stuff like that.
Me
so,
too.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Can we answer another question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a couple more.
Okay.
Okay, Michelle Applegate asks, what do you see as the most important aspect of painting?
The most important aspect of painting, well, I began painting because of its joy. And so I think the most important aspect is try never to lose the joy. But I mean, you just have to paint to make yourself happy. So compositionally, visually, whatever is bringing your eye pleasure, I think that's the most important thing, and because it keeps it personal, it keeps it unique to you. So just do it on an individual basis, not what you think other people are going to want.
Another question?
I'm totally ready. What do you got?
Nancy Webb.
All right.
My question is, how old were you when you knew you wanted to be an artist?
When I knew I wanted to be an artist, 31.
Okay, why 31? I know why 31.
Yeah, because that's why when I went through a bad medical journey, and I knew that I wanted to be an artist, not just to make a living at it, but I needed it for my soul to be balanced. So that's when I knew it.
Okay, Nancy Riggleman. How does your environment and personal experiences impact your subject choices?
Like an exorbitant percentage. It's not 100% because I get inspiration from everywhere, but some people give me ideas that inspire me. But my life experiences, my environment, those play a huge role because that makes the artwork I create personal. And I think that when creating artwork, when it is personal, again, I keep going back to the word joy. It brings me the most joy to create it when I've got a personal connection to it. So I use those things as inspiration all the time.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Make sure it brings you a smile.
Yeah. All right, you got some more?
I think we got a couple more here.
All right.
Okay, Beverly Lindsville asks, what is the strangest painting that someone asked you to paint? Oh. And you get a lot of suggestions. I mean, almost every day people are throwing suggestions your way.
Yeah,
you get a lot.
My cat with its toenail polish.
It's funny you just mentioned the toenail because someone, I think she worked at a salon.
Yeah.
And she said, is there any way you could paint the toenail shavings and hair next to a broom? Like that's something that they sweep up at the end of the day.
I think
Don't you remember you?
That one.
Yeah.
Some things are just.
And I'm thinking to myself, why? What is really with toenail clippings and hair shavings?
Maybe on a commission basis, but not for the general public.
Not for the general
consume.
Yeah, I don't know about the target audience for that one.
Yeah, no. All right, that's a good question.
Where are our bikes?
They're right behind us.
Yes, they are. All right, I think we got one more here.
Okay.
So Misty Googe, I think she pronounced her name. Googe, is that Googe?
G-U-G-E.
Googe. Googie. Guggenheim. She says, it's a silly question, but have you ever, during the filming of the paint and sip video, stuck your dirty brush in your cup by mistake?
Yeah.
I can see myself doing that.
Yeah, all the time. Not all the time, but yeah, of course. And I just keep, I'll either keep sipping or it's non-toxic, so a little paint never hurt me.
Okay, well, I think that's it. I think we got through the majority of the questions.
Awesome. We got through a good number.
A good number. Yeah, there was quite a few. Yeah, okay.
Thanks everybody for sending in the questions. We love hearing from you guys, and don't ever stop sending them in because we love them.
Absolutely, and I'm sure we'll do another Q&A section maybe when we go back up north.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be fun. So keep sending them in and all that.
All right. See you next time.
Bye.